Even though agriculture might be regarded as one of the major economic boosters to most African countries, varying ecological conditions, poor seed quality, and eventual low produce have significantly impeded its sustainability. In particular, inadequate grain production and post-harvest losses stand out as the major impediments to agricultural sustainability. That is why, in efforts to boost the beans value chain in Kenya, Kilimo Trust, through regional East African Trade in Staples Phase 2 project, took upon intervention improving bean seeds for farmers to remain resilient.
Bean seed was a challenge. Its availability was a challenge based on the fact that beans is an OPV, and therefore most of the seed producing company are reluctant to do production of it. This is why the project took it as one of the areas that would unlock that value chain.
The demand for beans in the market was high, yet beans produced by farmers were of poor quality. This was due to farmers' inadequate access to quality seeds as a result of lack of quality bean seeds from seed companies.
Egerton University have been in collaboration with Kilimo Trust for the production of 3 bean varieties, that is Chelalang, Tasha, and Siankui. We are one of the licensed companies for the production of Chelalang, and we have also partnered in the processing at our seed processing facility. Partnership with Egerton University and Kilimo Trust has enabled us to be able to bulk the bean seed. Previously, we did not have bean seed in the market. Even for us, we did not produce any bean seed. But this partnership has enabled us to at least get some volumes.
Kilimo Trust has intervened by linking farmers with Egerton University in bean seed multiplication.
Key areas that we also feel very proud of, particularly here in Kenya, is the working relationship that we have developed with the research institutions, for instance, Egerton University, and particularly the Anglo Science Park seed unit. This particular university has been very key to us, particularly in one of the commodities that we've been dealing with under REACT.
One of the activities that we've engaged with Kilimo Trust was to do seed production and commercialization in Nakuru County, in Nandi, and also in Uasin Gishu, through a bid project that we negotiated with them, and they gave us responsibility of producing seed, contracting farmers, building the capacity of farmers, because there's a difference between producing seed and producing grain. And since we have good bean varieties, 3 of them called Chelalang, Tasha, and Siankui, Kilimo Trust agreed with us that they are suitable for the highlands of the Rift, and therefore we went out and had an agreement. We contracted farmers, registered them with KEPHIS, trained them on how to produce seed, not grain, and also gave them breeder seed, for certified seed for production. And this covered quite a number of farmers and several groups.
The intervention led to the diversification of bean seeds that are suitable to different climate areas in Kenya.
The collaboration between Kilimo Trust and Egerton University will help a lot in increasing the quantity of seed that's available. This is due to that collaboration has enabled them to diversify the areas of production in a wide area. As you realize, bean production is very challenging, especially the weather conditions. So for you to be able to get enough quantities, you require a diverse production in diverse areas, such that if one area is not able to produce enough quantities, you can still be able to get varieties in other areas. And that way, there will be enough seed available for the farmers, because if there's enough production of seed, then that means more farmers are able to access certified bean seed.
This intervention in the beans value chain has led to tremendous benefit to farmers due to production of bean seeds that conforms to both climate and topography of where they are grown, leading to a bumper harvest.
Mimi ni mkulima na nalima vitu mingi. lakini ile mambo sana nimeweka mkazo sana kulima ni maharagwe. Hapo awali kwa njia ilikuwa tunatumia kupanda maharagwe, ilikuwa napata gunia tatu kienda sana kwa ekari moja. Lakini saa hii napata kwa ekari moja. Kupitia Kilimo Trust kufanya vile walituambia, napata ikiwa kidogo sana ni gunia 8. Lakini napata mpaka 14 bags per acre. Kwa hivyo kwa upande wa mapato ni kitu inanisaidia mpaka unaweza fundisha naye mtoto. Na tena juu ya hiyo, hii maharagwe utapanda mara 2 na ya 3 unaweka kitu kingine. Kwa hivyo ni mzuri kuliko vile wananipata. Wamenipeleka juu na nikawa hata mimi sipandi mahindi siku hizi. Mimi ni maharagwe peke yake.
Tulisponsor na Kilimo Trust. Wakaungana pamoja na wakapitia Egerton wakatuletea hiyo maharagwe tukabanda. Kubanda hiyo maharagwe mwaka ya kwanza nilipata gunia 24 mwaka wa kwanza. Nikaona hiyo maharagwe kufanya mbaya, ingawaje ilikuwa na jua, lakini nilipata. Ikafika mwaka wa pili tena Kilimo Trust wakatutembelea, tukapata mbegu ingine tukaweka tena, ngalima eka 10. Sasa nilikuwa nimefurahi sana, ngalima eka 10. Nikapata gunia 56. Sasa nikaona hiyo maharagwe ni safi sana na ikanisaidia sana. Nikanunua mashine ya kusiaga chakula ya ng'ombe. Pia hiyo maharagwe nisisahau ilikuwa ni chakula tena ya ng'ombe, ile miti yake yenye ilibakia tulipata kusiagia ng'ombe. Pia nikanunua ng'ombe ya maziwa. Tukaona ni kitu ya maana sana.
Mwanzo nyuma tulikuwa hatuna mambo ya ukulima, tulikuwa ukilima maharagwe hii ya rokoli ya kawaida na ilikuwa haina soko. Ni kitu tena unalima na kuwa tena unaanza kwenda kujitafutia soko. Baadaye tulipopata fahamu ya kujua kwamba kuna maharagwe ambaye inatoka Egerton, tukapewa na watu wa Egerton pia, na tukaongea wakatuongeleza juu ya hii maharagwe ambaye inaitwa Chelalang. Asi tulipofunzwa tukaanza tukapewa hiyo mbegu, tukaanzisha hii mambo ya ukulima wa maharagwe. Mwaka wa kwanza tulipata maharagwe vizuri, na maharagwe Mungu akatujalia na maharagwe ikaiva vizuri sana. Tukafuna maharagwe mpaka mwisho tulitoa hapa kitu maharagwe kama tani 8. Na uzuri wa hii maharagwe haya tuligundua tukasema ni kwamba sisi wenyewe hatuende kujitafutia soko. Hii maharagwe yenyewe inaleta soko yenyewe. Tukaona hii ni maharagwe ambayo imetupa faida sana, ambaye kafurahisha kila mtu.
Bean seed multiplication has led to increase in demand of certified bean seeds over the years.
Kilimo Trust has really assisted our farmers, especially me as an extension officer, in achieving the mandate of the Ministry of Agriculture. One of the objectives of the Ministry of Agriculture is to ensure food security and commercialization. The coming of Kilimo Trust, even with the agro dealers, they are saying the demand for certified seed has gone up. In fact, 2020 there was no certified seeds around the agrovets around, especially with the Chelalang and GLP2. The demand went so high that they were not able to supply. In fact, one of the agro dealers was telling us, we don't know where farmers are getting this idea of nowadays we have to place orders and orders and orders of certified seeds. That is because of Kilimo Trust. So basically, number one of the most achievement that Kilimo Trust has made is creating that demand for certified seed of beans. Another thing is the aggregation. Now, at least the groups we have trained and other groups that we did not target, they are now aggregating beans. you see, basically the beans around here were coming from Busia. Of course, from Busia it's from Uganda. But now I have a school called Ngechek. The trader who has been supplying them with beans has been getting the beans from Busia, Uganda. But nowadays the farmers around, they are able to produce this seed, this bean, and able to sell to the school. That is just one of the schools, but many schools around. But initially, the demand was higher than the farmers could produce.
The intervention of Kilimo Trust has led to a significant upturn in the income index of about 5 million worth of beans produce, which has had a parallel impact on the livelihood of the farmers.
And we are so thankful to Kilimo Trust for mobilizing all the trainings since it was the input overall pressuring agricultural officer and Egerton University. Some of our successes which we have benefited from the Kilimo Trust and Egerton University, like I myself, I managed to put my input in my new house, so I can confidently say that I benefited from bean seed production since we had a ready market and our payment was made right on time and in full amount.
The linkages between Egerton University and farmers in diversifying of bean seed is among the success that has been recorded and a pertinent lesson to replicate for the continued growth of the bean value chain in Kenya.
The project was fairly successful. With beans, more than 90% of the seed was certified and around 10% of the seed was rejected by KEPHIS for reasons that range between poor management, and some farmers also did intercropping, despite the fact that they had been trained that seed production requires pure stand, planting the beans alone. But we managed to aggregate through one of the strongest cooperatives for women called Cheptarit Women Group, which contracted the farmers on our behalf. We signed a contract with them and they aggregated the seeds and we paid them up to 2.5 million shillings for large quantities of seed that they brought to us. So we look forward towards continued collaboration and we hope their capacity in linking farmers to markets in the East Africa region is going to benefit us a lot.